Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boy, is it a good Monday. Welcome to Soapbox Sports. I am your co-host, Lucky, joined alongside my other co-host, Brian Johnson. Clean takes, bold debates, straight from the soapbox. We coming off a championship weekend, baby, and I couldn't be, as you can tell, hyper. Brian, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm mellow, bruh. A little disappointed in Georgia. You know, they expected winter storms. Everybody buying out the grocery stores. Man, people was buying generators and candles and lights, and I had to go to work today. So I ain't too happy. I don't give a damn about who won this weekend. But
Whoa,
hey,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
I don't
whoa,
give a
whoa.
damn. But hey, it was good football though. We got to see some snow, some football in the snow, so I ain't mad.
Man, we got great football. And although Georgia didn't get the storm, the Patriots brought the storm to Denver, baby. You know where we started. Before we begin, shout out to my boys. You got cheers to them, boy.
Oh, cheers. I didn't even know we was doing that. Let me
We
call
going
my
to the
butler
chip,
real quick to
baby.
bring my drink up.
We going to the chip. Listen, man, we got to start with the Patriots. Wasn't the game of the weekend. Honestly, wasn't even a good game at all. But Patriots ended up winning, punching their ticket to the Super Bowl 10-7 in a snooze fest. But hey, we going to take it on this side. Brian, there's a lot of questionable activities going on with this one. Give me your thoughts, man. What's going on with your Broncos? Because those were your boys.
First thing, the hell? Broncos ain't never been my boys. You already know. Hey, listen, Bo Nix did come through. I've been hating on Bo Nix all year. But the moniker is true, man. Defense wins championships. And it was a defensive slugfest. Now, Drake May hasn't been great this playoffs, but the Patriots defense has. And boy, does Mike Vrabel have those guys humming, looking scary. But honestly, you got to blame Sean Payton. Sean Payton blew this game. Sean Payton blew this game, Chris. Would you tell me in the text, Chris? Would you tell me in the chat? Would you tell me?
It's kind of part of my take, but go ahead and spoil it.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna let you go at it because this your team. This is your team, so we can go on and on and on. But let me hear you brag about your Patriots, so I can bring you back down to earth real quick. Go ahead.
I'm gonna take the stunner shades off, bro. Ain't nothing to brag about.
Exactly. Okay. Let's tone it down.
To brag about, man. Listen, I'm just gonna keep it a whole stack with you, man. I'm gonna tell everybody what I told you in the text message. If Bo Nix plays, the Patriots lose. It's really just that simple, bro. These last 3 weeks watching the Patriots, especially Drake May, it just really solidified that Matthew Stafford, one, is the MVP. They're like, that's his. Ain't no debate around it. Two, as the games start to intensify more and more, I don't know. He's looking a little bit scary under the lights, bro. I'm just going to keep it a whole hundo. First half, we had 2 first downs, bro. The only reason we scored is because Jarrett Stidham decided, I'm going to throw the ball away. And technically, it shouldn't have been an offensive touchdown. It should have been a defensive one. And then we kicked the field goal. And in the second half, we were literally just running 3 and outs. We weren't even trying to get first downs. We were like, I'm going to trust the defense. Well, I'm going to trust that Jarrett Stidham is going to be Jarrett Stidham. But if I'm being real, bro, we should not have won that game. It wasn't a game we should have won. Had Bo Nix been there, I think we get blown out. I think we only put up maybe 7 points, and then the Broncos win 17-7. Not on some barn burner stuff, but
okay. I love
this is what it is, man. But
I love that you're keeping it a stat. Drake May being iffy in big moments, that's okay. It's year 2. It's year 2.
Yeah.
And honestly, young quarterbacks need these moments. So he's going to be better moving forward. And if you think about it, Tom Brady had to go through the same path where he only threw 1 touchdown in the 3 Super Bowls. He won in his first 3. So Drake May, it's okay. Lean on your defense. Lean on your coach, because this is why you're on a rookie contract. So your team can do it for you, and that's okay. But let's keep it a stat. There's good, there's great, and then there's legendary. Sean Payton, you'll always be great. But these are the moments that make you legendary. This was Sean Payton's legendary moment to put it all on his back and will the Broncos to victory because that defense did their part. Jarrett Stidham, honestly, did his part. You know who didn't do their part? Sean Payton.
Brian, hold on. I'm gonna tell you, we can blame Sean Payton, but you know who really didn't do their part? Those receivers. There was a couple of key drops, man.
There were
key drops where they could have moved the chains, gotten some momentum going. But I think who was it? I think it was Lil Jordan Humphrey. He dropped one earlier. And then their running back, RJ Harvey, he dropped a gimme for a first down. Could have kept it moving.
But the weather kicked up. And I know there's no excuses. But you know why those moments were so key? Because Sean Payton didn't kick the field goal. Do you know how much pressure you're under now?
Yeah.
When you're not up 10-0? Everything is a little bit tighter. It's a game of inches now. Pause. Heavy pause on both statements. But listen, we keeping it real. Let's resume. Sean Payton, you have Jarrett Stidham, who hasn't thrown a pass since 2023. You get down the field, fourth, and I wouldn't say go, but in a reasonable range with good weather. And you go for it on fourth down, and you don't even have your start quarterback?
Yep.
And then when you went for it, you went soft.
Run the football.
What the hell was that?
Run the football.
You put the ball in Jarrett Stidham's hands to win you the game? Listen, those are the moments that changes Sean Payton from being on the level with John Harbaugh and the one Super Bowl winners to the Andy Reids and the Bill Belichicks.
Yeah.
And you know, Sean Payton has caught some bad breaks.
Yeah, the Louis Rams game. Yeah,
this can't continue to be the narrative, though. With the Saints, every year, NFC Championship game or before, something crazy happened. And there were even plays before that where Sean Payton, this on you. So this game was on Sean Payton because I'm sure if Will Lutz kicked that field goal and he hit that going up 10-0, guess who's the pressure is on now?
Oh.
Drake May.
Oh, yeah.
All on Drake May. And you know what pressure do? Burst pipes. And that defense would have been blitzing like hell. So he let that opportunity go, and that shifted the game. But listen, the Patriots, kudos to them. Because to be honest, it's the Patriot way.
It is, Brian.
Chris, it's the Patriot way.
Everybody's going to talk about the easy schedule, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, bro, we went through 3 of the top 10 defenses in the NFL. It's really just that simple. And I get it. It wasn't pretty at all. Yeah, Broncos, Chargers, and then the Texans.
Texans was the best I've seen since Broncos in 2014, 2015, yeah.
It wasn't pretty, but they got the job done. And that's what you want to see, is finding ways to win, especially when your young quarterback is not playing. He's not playing well at all these playoffs. No. He's not at all. But yeah, Brian.
Hey.
You lost to the chip, baby. I ain't thrown out no gear yet. It's too soon,
my guy. Who would have thunk it, my guy? Who would have thunk it? But hey, shout out to the Patriots. First-year head coach of the Patriots, Mike Vrabel, and second-year quarterback going to the Super Bowl. Talk about the Patriot way. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady. I don't know. A lot of things reminiscent of those days. But we got to keep it pushing to the actual game of the week where there was phenomenal quarterback play. Phenomenal quarterback play between the Rams and the Seahawks. Third matchup this season. Chris, recap, man. Give me a recap on the game. What were your thoughts? What were your emotions? How did you feel?
Brian. If I'm the Rams, I'm sick. Absolutely gutted. Because the last time we played the Seahawks, chance for the number 1 seed on the line. Defense did what it was supposed to do. Turn Sam Darnold over 2 times. You had him, backs up against the ropes. Then you let Rashid Shaheed get a special teams punt return to the house. To the house. You end up losing on the last play to Puka Nacua. And the same exact things happened. You in the dogfight.
Special
teams, bro. The minute that muff punt happened, bro, it just felt like, you know what? It's over. It's over. Because Sam Darnold was playing well, but the momentum was starting to slide over to the Rams side. It was sliding over there. Stafford was slinging that joint, hitting every single throw you can possibly imagine, playing out of his mind. The minute he muffed that punt, the next play Sam Darnold goes and scores with that Bobo dude. I was like, yeah, this is over, bro. This is over. But then you get that false sense of hope because Matthew Stafford.
Yep, he gonna deal.
And then right when they get to the goal line, it's 4th and 4, bro. I just don't understand these new coaches, bro. Like points are a premium. Points are a premium, dog, and especially in the playoff. Kick the field goal, bro. They got this QB superhero complex. They need them to be the hero in the story. It started with Russell Wilson throwing that football, not handing it to beast mode. You saw it last week with the Bears. Kick the field goal. Take the points, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? So, honestly, special teams, Sean McVay, they got to own this because Matt Stafford
there you go.
His world. He played out of his world, bro.
I'm glad you said Sean McVay. There were so many moments in this game where he fumbled. Yep. And I feel like the pressure was mounting on Sean McVay because he cares about Matthew Stafford so much that he's trying to deliver for Matthew Stafford more than anyone, and Devontae Adams too, that I felt like he felt the pressure. Because there was multiple opportunities, forget the special teams, where the game was in Sean McVay's hand. The 4th and 4 you mentioned, they didn't kick the field goal to get the points. Then when they did score in the third quarter, instead of going for 2, they went for they just kicked the PAT, which got them to 27. Now instead of being down 3, they're down 4, meaning you have to score. And then what was crucial to me, and anybody can say it could go either way. People would say it was a shootout. To me, it wasn't really a shootout. The muff punt changed
everything. Changed everything.
Sam Darnold gets a lot of points from the defense on Seattle. So it's a defensive and offensive effort on Seattle's side. But what really caused them was 4th and goal in the 4th quarter with 5 minutes left in the game. They were down 27-31. They converted. They actually was 4th. They had 4th down earlier in that possession too, where they could have kicked the field goal. Then they converted it. They got closer and they got to 4th and goal. I'm like, bro, it's 4 minutes and 56 seconds. You have 3 timeouts and the 2-point conversion. Kick the field goal. Trust your defense.
Yep.
You have been stopping Sam Darnold.
Yep.
You just had bad field position all game. You have been stopping Sam Darnold. Kick the field goal is 31-30. Now, even if they score, it's still a 1 point. It's still a 1-score game because you can go for 2.
2, exactly. Yep.
Or if they don't convert, you can kick the field goal and win the game, which is nothing for Matthew Stafford to drive down the field. But they went on it. 4th and 4. Worst pass of the game. He basically threw it to the defender. It was the back of the end zone to the tight end. The defender was all over it on the 3rd down too when he threw it to
Mumfield.
Yeah, in the corner over there. And I was like, bro, that could have been picked. And the second one should have been picked. But now you all give the ball back to Seattle.
Never see it again. Basically.
No, they actually do see it again. It's
20 seconds though, right?
Exactly, it's 25 seconds. But what messed them up, the confusion between the catch. What's his name? Sam Darnold it was 3rd down, threw it to Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp caught it, but dropped it when he hit the ground. The referee said it was a catch.
It was a catch. Oh, yeah.
It was 1st down. And then Sean McVay came out with his challenge flag. Didn't know if he was going to challenge or not. And guess what? Lost the timeout because instead he called a timeout, never challenged. Now you lose the timeout, and even if you were wrong on a challenge, you would have just lost the timeout either way. A challenge is a timeout. So he blew it again, being nervous about making the gutsy call. And once it was 25 seconds left, you knew the game was over. And I was just like, damn, Sean, you're looking a little overrated to me. Sean McVay looking a little overrated. And honestly, if he don't win that Super Bowl against the Bengals, who shouldn't have made it, he would be Mike Shanahan. Great offensive coordinator, but it's happening too many times now. It's happening too many times.
You can't say Shanahan. I wouldn't say that. But listen,
Shanahan
I don't think he's overrated, Brian. I just think, again, like a lot of these coaches,
they think he's the hottest thing cooking, bro.
They all want their QBs to be the heroes of the story, and sometimes it don't work out that way. Like, honestly, people always talk about Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, but none of this dynasty stuff starts without Vinatieri.
Yes.
Without Vinatieri, bro.
Oh, the first 3 Super Bowls were all field goal kicks to win.
Field goals, bro. Field goals. Take the 3 points, bro.
You gotta take your 3. take your points. Bro, these analytics, man, is kind of ruining the game. And this is why the Bill Belichick's in the old era, to me, out coaches these guys. Like Andy Reid and those guys, they still in the league today because all these guys coming with these new methods and they still coming with the traditional, I'm gonna take my points.
Brian.
You know what points do? It's pressure.
Yep. And I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I know a lot of the Falcons fans not gonna want to hear this, but people always talk about the 28-3 comeback. But going into the fourth quarter, it was 28-9. You want to know why? Because we were taking the points, bro.
We was taking the points.
We was taking the points. And then guess what? They never scored after that because you start to walk them down. You got to take the points, bro.
And you know what analytics leaves out? The mental aspect of the game. Imagine doing all that work on offense and coming away with nothing.
Nothing.
You just feel like that was a waste of time. That was point. We just wasted 10 minutes, the whole quarter, and we got 0. What if we came back with 3? It just even feels better. So we can get on that later. But honestly, like you said, Sean McVay, special teams, blew the game. Chris, is Sam Darnold legit now?
No.
What the hell?
No.
The hell?
No, bro. Like, so it's funny. Now, again, bro, like, if that muff punt doesn't happen, he did play a good game. I'm not gonna sit here and take that.
Bro, he balled. He had 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards.
I'm not gonna sit here and knock him for playing a good game. But if that muff punt doesn't happen, they lose this game, bro. Does that mean he's not a franchise quarterback? I think he did. He proved himself to be a franchise quarterback, but did he prove himself to be like a big game quarterback? I can't say that yet. I really can't.
What the hell, Chris?
I really can't say that yet, bro.
You want to know what the most important win of the season was?
It was the last game.
No, when they beat the Rams to get the number 1 seed. That game. That game was
a lot of questionable stuff, bro.
And then they beat the 49ers. They blew the brakes off them. But that number 1 seed put Sam Darnold in position to play fewer games than everybody in the playoffs.
So you're saying he proved himself?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you get to the Super Bowl. I mean, he did it last year with the Vikings. Everybody said it was Kevin O'Connell. He comes to a defensive coach. He ain't got Kevin O'Connell no more. He got a defensive coach.
Yeah, Clint Kubiak, though.
Yeah, he has a Kubiak. I mean, the name rings. He has Kubiak. But I feel like Sam Darnold was always an elite talent. Sometimes you just need confidence. That's all. So, yeah, I think he's proven himself. Sam is the real deal. He plays in the Super Bowl. And on top of that, before we get to Super Bowl predictions, we gotta push over and bring back an old segment for old times, Chris. Our Don't Drop the Soap Championship Weekend edition, Chris.
Yeah. Listen,
what you got?
My Don't Drop the Soap Championship edition is not a person. It's an organization. Although, listen, I just say he's not a big game player. At the end of the day, what you have in return is definitely not a big game player. Listen, the Vikings, y'all need to be ashamed of yourselves. 14 wins is nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at all. And coming out of last year, I would have told you straight up, I'm not a big believer in Sam Darnold. But if you asked me if I believed in J.J. McCarthy, I would have told you, hell no. Hell no, bro. Jim Harbaugh didn't trust him in Michigan. he had a great defense and an awesome run game, bro. An awesome run game. That gets you national championships.
I don't even think he was projected to be a first-round pick. The Vikings took a flyer on him.
The Vikings took a big chance on him, Brian.
Nobody expected him to go in the first round. I remember that.
Chance. But the biggest problem I have is, if you're injured in college, you don't get healthier in the NFL. He was injury-prone in college, just like Tua.
Just like Michael Penix. Just like Michael Penix.
Yep. Just like Michael Penix. Like, yo, you don't get healthier as you get to the bigger, faster, stronger league, bro. So it's not surprising that JJ got hurt. Sam Darnold stepped in. He won you 14 games. I would put JJ on the back burner right then and there.
Immediately.
Because regardless of what you feel about Sam Darnold, last year's experiences was his first time going through those experiences as a starting quarterback. You got to give him some benefit of the doubt. But they didn't. They decided, hey, I drafted this guy. Was it 9th overall? We got to run him out there. Look what that got you.
Look what that got you.
5 wins? Come on, bro.
Hey, add Justin Jefferson to that list because I know he looking
he's so
jealous.
Bro. He's a Patriot. Next thing, he's a Patriot. I have no problem with that.
Get me out of here. Because what did y'all do to me? Y'all already let Joe Burrow go play with my teammate, our LSU gang, and then you get rid of the quarterback that was feasting with me?
Now they have a quarterback problem because JJ's not the guy. He always gets hurt.
And then I won't even say JJ not the guy. It's just JJ gets hurt. He was hurt this season.
And he's not the
guy.
That's
why he can never get the rhythm. He can never find the rhythm to put together consecutive games. But I like the Vikings. That is clear cut as day. My don't drop the soap players is Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and I'm gonna throw Baker Mayfield in there as well.
2018.
You know what they all have in common?
2018 draft class.
The 2018 draft class.
It was a great draft class for quarterbacks.
It became a great draft class because it was only 2. It was only Lamar and Josh Allen. Lamar and Josh Allen are both MVPs of the NFL.
Yep.
Both went to better franchises. Sam Darnold started with the lowly Jets, and the Jets is ruining a quarterback per year. A quarterback and coach per year is getting ruined by the Jets. Baker Mayfield, #1 overall pick. He had to go through the gauntlet too because he went to the Browns.
Yep.
But you were on a higher trajectory than Sam Darnold to start your career. Sam Darnold, what they say about him in the Jets, he was seeing ghosts.
You about to see him again, Brian.
He was seeing ghosts. So for him to go to the Super Bowl before all of you, you gotta be looking real salty right now. They picking up that soap right now. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, man, and I'll throw Baker in there too.
You gotta give Josh Allen more of that soap though, Brian. Because
Josh Allen #1 on my list.
He's definitely #1
because he should have been there.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what we saw yesterday was that had he not fumbled that game away, he had the easiest path to the Super Bowl probably in the last 5-6 years, without question.
And guess what? It all resets next year. Patty back. Drake has arrived.
Yep.
Listen,
Lamar.
the AFC gonna be scary. People getting new coaches. The Chargers has got Mike McDaniels.
Yep.
Listen.
It's not gonna be easy. It's not.
Not.
Who knows? Maybe Mendoza comes out cooking. We'll see.
So I'm just saying that in that division, I mean that AFC Broncos getting Bo Nix. Listen, another year. So Josh Allen, you really eating crow right now. But yeah, so those are our Don't Drop the Soap players of the week, championship edition. Now let's talk about Super Bowl, baby. I don't even know why we're doing Super Bowl predictions. I more likely want to hear your outcome, Chris. So tell them why you picking the Patriots and tell them, give me a score too.
I'm picking the Patriots to win in true Patriots fashion. Walk-off field goal, 24-21. We beat the Seattle Seahawks. And the main reason I'm picking the Patriots is because everybody's talking again about that rah-rah stuff. Easiest schedule. We played nobody. I love how everybody just turns it all around. Everybody picked the Chargers the first week. We beat the Chargers. Oh, it's Justin Herbert. He never does well in the playoffs. Fine, whatever. The next week, we play the Texans. I know you saw that ESPN graphic where they all picked the Texans. Oh, wait.
I picked the Texans.
Yeah. Oh, wait. It's CJ Stroud. Oh, he's having a down year. Blah, blah, blah. Had some people pick the Broncos. Wait, steady. Oh, they got the #1 offensive line, the #2 defense. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody want to hear that, bro. We line up against who we line up against, and we take them down. Listen, You said you referenced it. Sam Darnold was seeing ghosts. Guess who we're seeing ghosts against? The New England Patriots, baby. Ooh, he about to start seeing ghosts. I'm about to start calling him Sam Pac-Man, boy. We got ghosts for him, bro. I promise you, it's not gonna be sweet. Everybody talking about, oh, because of yesterday in the blizzard, we ain't gonna put up enough points. I bet. Keep that same energy. And after we beat Sam Darnold, everybody gonna talk that talk. Oh, it's Sam Darnold. He has to prove himself, blah, blah, blah. Nah. Patriots, 24, Seahawks, 21. Andy Borregales, walk-off field goal. MVP, Stephon Diggs. 8 catches, 120 yards, 1 touchdown, baby.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. But you're wrong, my guy. You're wrong. I got the Seahawks dominating the Patriots. The score is going to be 28-10. We're going to do this in blowout fashion. Drake May, what a great year. What a fantastic year. But like my co-host said, in the biggest of moments, Drake May is not showing up. He's officially going to play competition now, and he's going to play the best team in the NFL. This weekend in the NFC Championship game, that was the Super Bowl. This is just a participation trophy for the New England Patriots. 28-10 for the Seahawks. And you're right, Sam Darnold is going to turn that rock over. But so is Drake May. Drake May is going to turn that ball over. He's most fumbles in the playoffs. I think he has like 10 fumbles in this playoffs.
6. 6.
No, he has 10.
He has 6.
10. Majority will recover.
6. He got 6 fumbles. He got 6 fumbles.
We fact check that. Hey, producer, look that up. Nah, but listen, Drake May is a turnover machine. And for my MVP, I'm not giving it to Sam Darnold because we all know that it ain't Sam Darnold who got them there. It's the Seahawks defense. And I got Ernest Jones IV. Who? Ernest Jones IV. This is the linebacker for the Seahawks. Let me put y'all on game. He's the leading tackler for the Seahawks on the team with over 120 tackles. He leads the Seahawks in interceptions as the linebacker with 5 on the year. He has the most touchdowns on the defense this year for the Seahawks. And in the playoffs, most picks. Producer, no. Fact check that again. Fact, he's using ChatGPT for his stats. Ernest, producer said it was 6.
It was 6.
We'll use ChatGPT. But Ernest Jones, watch the name. This guy is a great cover linebacker. You know Drake May like to throw to those tight ends. He gonna have an interception and he gonna have a forced fumble. He's been dominating this playoffs. Look for him to be the Super Bowl MVP because it's gonna be a defensive game.
Brian, listen, I'm just gonna be 100 with you. At some point, he's gonna have to have a good game. Like straight up. At some point.
Yeah, next year, bro. Listen, it's still 2026. It may be in the fall. It may be in the preseason.
At some point, he's gonna have to have a good game in these playoffs, Brian. He's had 3 bad games. Like straight up. I'm being real. Like I'm a Patriots fan. I can be honest. He's had 3 bad games. I can't see him having a 4th bad game. And if he plays anywhere near his mid-season level, Brian, I just don't see how Sam Darnold can compete, bro.
You know why he's not playing up against his mid-season level? Because he's playing against actual teams.
Defenses, yeah. And guess what?
Exactly.
It ain't the best defense he's seen in the playoffs.
It's not the best defense he's seen, but it's the best team from special teams to defense. I say the Texans were, but still, either way, Seahawks is a top 5, top 10 defense. This is an elite defense. Hey, you should have seen the numbers they was putting up for Drake May. They was comparing Drake May to Trent Dilfer.
Brian, what about our defense? What about our defense?
Y'all defense good.
It's good. It's great.
Y'all defense
great. Great, bro. Listen, Sam gonna see them goals. He gonna have them turnovers. He's gonna be.
I believe that.
He's gonna be Sam Darnold all over again. We ain't worried about Sam, boy. We ain't worried about Sam.
Hey, JSN, boy. We got the best receiver. JSN, boy. Come on now.
Can I introduce him to Christian Gonzalez? Come on, bro.
He my favorite corner. He's my favorite corner playoff.
Let's move on, Brian, because we can argue about this all day. You know I'm gonna fight you on this one, man. Stop it. The Seahawks, We already took care of business with that. They gonna throw the football at the 1 yard line. Watch. They ain't gonna learn from their mistakes. Come on.
Man, you done, bro? Is you done? Cool. I hope you're done because I'm trying to step up to the soapbox and deliver an epic moment, not only for the fans, not only for the pundits, not only for the analysts of football or sports in general. Don't hate the player, hate the organization. And the reason I chose this as my soapbox moment, because Sam Darnold is a clear example of what a poor organization can do to a Hall of Fame type talent. Sam Darnold has the arm, and he showed it all throughout this season. The only issue is that he was drafted to the New York Jets. You're like, hey, Brian, do you have any more evidence about this? Yeah, let's try Baker Mayfield. He was drafted to the Cleveland Browns. You see what the Cleveland Browns is as an organization. You see why no coach wants to go there, because they know there's failure written all over that organization. What about Geno Smith? Remember him? Now, he may not be as great as Sam Darnold, but he was drafted to the Jets as well. And his career was almost ruined by the Jets single-handedly. And Geno came out with the Seahawks, got a starting job, and got paid. So listen, don't hate the player, hate the organization, because these organizations are destroying not only coaches, but they are destroying quarterbacks as well. Once again, Sam Darnold, kudos to you to sticking to it and reviving your career and showing the league that you got game. Yeah, he was seeing ghosts in New York, but he wasn't only seeing ghosts, he was fighting demons as well. He was fighting the New York Jets demons. And sometimes that's a hill or a mountain too high to climb. So, y'all, don't hate the player, hate the organization. That's it for my soapbox moment. Chris, what you think?
I don't hate it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't hate it.
It's coming to life more and more as we see sports, as these quarterbacks are being shifted around the league. The Bakers, the Genos, the Sam Darnolds. Then they go play for a Sean McVay, a Kevin O'Connell, or
the only thing is though, Brian,
what?
I like it. Only thing is though, like for me, like I know people aren't gonna like this. Is a hot take. I'm really high on Aaron Glenn turning this whole thing around with the Jets.
Yeah,
I'm really high on Aaron Glenn. Yeah.
I'm not against it. Like I said, don't hate the organization because they're dealing with ownership who sometimes don't understand how to manage a football team, or it's just a side gig for them. Some of these billionaires, this is for fun. They're selling tickets for fun. And this doesn't just apply to the NFL, it's the NBA as well. And this is where we can go into the GOAT conversation, but to bring back a franchise like the Washington Wizards or the Cleveland Cavaliers or these organizations that don't know how to create winning formulas or create winning organizations. You're not only trying to conquer, the football field, you're trying to conquer management and ownership as well. So don't hate the player, hate the organization. Give these quarterbacks time. Bryce Young, I'm glad to see Bryce Young have some, and exactly. And it's not even great success, but he's had, bro, from what we've seen the first year, the first couple of years, even year 3, I was like, does this guy even belong in the NFL? But if you look at his organization and the new ownership, they're trying to figure it out as well. So
that's a good one.
Give these young quarterbacks a break.
That's a good one. All right, man. Let's move on, man. A lot of different changes. Like you said, man, Sam Darnold has changed a lot over the years, but a lot of changes have been taking place in the NFL as well, man. A lot of coaches have been hired. Still a couple of jobs open up, but the latest hires we have so far, man, on the coaching carousel is last week, Ravens found their new head coach, previous defensive coordinator for the Chargers, Jesse Minter. The Steelers found their head coach, previous head coach of the Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers, Mike McCarthy. And the Tennessee Titans hired Bob Saleh, defensive coordinator from the San Francisco 49ers. Brian, of these 3 hires, which one do you like the most, man?
I'm going with the one I'm most confident in is Robert Saleh. Once again, Robert Saleh went to the Jets. And honestly, I feel like he could have turned the Jets around. He could have.
Yeah.
But they dealt him a terrible hand. What a fiasco to
Yeah.
bring in Aaron Rodgers and then let Aaron Rodgers run the entire operation.
They were doing better with Zach
second year.
Wilson.
Was that his first year or second year? I think it was his second year.
That was his third year.
Aaron Rodgers came in second.
His second year, but and then he lasted the third year again.
Aaron Rodgers came in second year where he got the team to somewhat decent 7-9 record.
Zach Wilson.
They were not supposed to be in that position. Took Zach Wilson. Second year, let the Aaron Rodgers fiasco come. Brought in his offensive coordinator. Brought in all his friends. Basically took control from Robert Saleh and said, "You better win with this." And then Aaron Rodgers gets hurt on the first game. The first play on the opening game, and Robert Saleh coaches a hell of a season without Aaron Rodgers, with Zach Wilson not delivering at all, with that offensive coordinator who was bred for Aaron Rodgers, now coaching Zach Wilson, who doesn't, as everyone knows, was not a great head coach or offensive coordinator, and then gets fired when he was doing well in Aaron Rodgers in his third season. So I know Robert Saleh can coach. Once again, he went up against the organization. He was dealt a bad hand. Tennessee is going to give him full autonomy and power, kind of like they did Mike Vrabel. He has that type of cachet to me. And it's hard to disagree with that one.
I mean, I can't get mad at that. Everybody likes Bob Saleh. I wouldn't have wanted him to go to Tennessee. I wanted him to get the Raiders job personally. It's my personal preference, but it's a mad.
Kind of feel like a Raider too.
Yeah, he does. He has like the Raiders vibe. It's a mad hire because I don't think they're gonna change much, especially in the immediate future. But I like the Mike McCarthy hire. The problem is, which is the problem that the Steelers are going to continue to have, is that they'll win too much games in order to be bad enough to get a good quarterback. And then they'll probably make the playoffs and get bounced in the first round. However, if that's what the Steelers want to do as an organization, their priority is to not bottom out and to win games and to make sure that they're competitive. I'm going to air quote that every single year. I don't mind the McCarthy hire. I just don't see how it benefits the organization as a whole. But for the team, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, they still have enough competitive juices, and maybe, who knows, maybe Will Howard is the guy. We'll see. But yeah, I like the McCarthy hire. I'm just not really enthused about what it can do for the Steelers long term. Let me just put it that way.
Any thoughts on Jesse Minter? I'm not too familiar with Jesse Minter.
It's tough because for me, like with them, if you're gonna go in a whole different direction from Harbaugh, don't get a Harbaugh disciple. So I'm not a big fan of that personally, but their defense took a hit. They lost Mike McDonald. They let him walk out the door 2 years ago. You see what's happening with the Seahawks. So I can understand why they hire him. If you go and fire Harbaugh, move on from Harbaugh altogether, man. That's like firing Harbaugh and promoting.
Sticking with the coaching tree,
yeah, and getting Greg Roman to be your head coach. I'm just like, whatever.
Same philosophy.
But it is what it is. Yeah,
we'll see, man. I don't know if Lamar Jackson signed off on that one. I don't think he was a part of the process like Josh Allen is with the Bills. But hey, it is what it is. I'm going to talk more about the coaching carousel. I'm going to give you my best to worst hire so far, just from the coaches that have been hired. So coming in at number one, Harbaugh to the Giants. I mean, immediate adult in the room, a proven coach. He's going to settle a young locker room with a lot of young talent and make sure they become men, because that's the biggest issue with a young team is just being mature. And the Giants had the talent. The issue with them last year was maturity. They were too busy banging their heads against the walls, dancing in the end zone. Not saying that they shouldn't be doing that, but he's going to coach Jackson Dart on how to stay out of the concussion tent and hopefully what's the dude that got hurt for the season, the running back?
Scatterboo.
And Scatterboo as well. And then they got Malik Neighbors coming back. I love that hire. Coming in at 2, Dolphins, Jeff Haley. I think they need a culture shift. A defensive coach belongs in Miami. Defensive coaches carry a certain mentality, and the Dolphins is a type of team that needs a hardcore mentality because you're in Miami. When you have that flair, that offensive guru coach there, I mean, I just don't feel like they can rally a team in Miami. So Jeff Haley, number 2. Number 3, Saleh. I got him coming in with Tennessee. I know that's pretty high, but I liked him as a coach. I feel like Tennessee's going in. Picking him, he's going to establish a culture a hard-nosed culture. He just needs to get the offensive coordinator right. I want to see if he can do that. That's my only concern. But he didn't get the chance to when he was with the Jets, unfortunately. Number 3, Jesse Minter with the Ravens. He was the defensive coordinator with the Ravens when they were a good defense. So bringing him back to solidify that defense is going to be important. I feel like the offense, you have Lamar Jackson. That should be pretty simple. Coming in next is Falcons Kevin Stefanski. It's a Mo coaching decision to me, but he is a 2-time coach of the year. He has won a playoff game in Cleveland, which is crazy to even say. So maybe he can bring some maturity and some acumen to that coaching room. Lastly is Steelers Mike McCarthy. This is not I put this as last because it's the same old. And Mike McCarthy, he doesn't fit the culture to me. I know he's from Pittsburgh, but he's not a culture guy. Like, he didn't change the culture in Dallas. He wasn't the culture in Dallas. He wasn't even the culture in Green Bay. Yeah. Right. He had issues with Aaron Rodgers. So seeing him come there, he's 62 years old. Steelers like to keep coaches for 15 years plus. He doesn't feel like a Mike Tomlin, Bill Cowher to me at all. So coming in last. So that is my coaching carousel. Chris, how do you think I did on just my best to worst hires?
I'm gonna give it a B+. I like it for the most part. I would probably just change. I would just probably change Minter and Salah. Only because Minter, you have more tools than what Salah has. Salah's going to be a little bit more of an uphill climb. You really only have Simmons and maybe Cam Ward. We'll see. But outside of that, I think it's spot on. Stefanski, we talked about him at nauseam. Yeah, but I like the Dolphins hire. Again, you need a guy who's going to change the whole mentality.
They too. Yeah. You want him number 1?
Yeah.
I just feel like Giants Harbaugh gonna make noise a lot sooner than Dolphins.
So here's my only thing with the Giants and Harbaugh. Last year, the Giants gave up the most fourth quarter leads, I think, in NFL history. And over the last 5 years, Harbaugh has given up the most fourth quarter leads in NFL history. So that's something they're probably going to have to keep an eye on, especially going in with this young team. I know everybody's going to have them as like their worst to first because it does make sense. It didn't make sense from a hybrid perspective, but I just think there's a lot to overcome there, especially with the recklessness that Jackson Dart plays with. You got to be real careful with that. But yeah, it's a good list. I'm gonna give this a B+, man. A B+ list.
Cool. I want to throw in producer reminded me the latest hire, not a head coaching job, but offensive coordinator Mike McDaniels to the Chargers. What a pickup!
It's a great pickup.
What a pickup! That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Listen, that division in coaching is crazy. Well, we got to figure out what the Raiders.
Yeah, what the Raiders will do first. Yeah.
But still, that division looking great. Worst remaining jobs, Chris: Browns, Bills, Cardinals, or Raiders. The worst remaining job.
Funny enough, it's probably the Cardinals. It's probably the Cardinals, only because you don't know what's going on at quarterback. At least with the rest of these guys, you kind of have an inclination, but the Cardinals, we know they're not keeping Murray. So who's going to play quarterback? You going to run it back with Brissett? Like, I doubt that. Maybe they'll go after Malik Willis, but who's going to coach Malik Willis? So yeah, it's probably the Cardinals, and then their defense is shaky. You got Budda Baker, and that's it. Really, outside of that, they don't really have much. Probably the best tight end in the game in McBride, but
that's it.
No quarterback. The defense is shaky. I don't see how the Cardinals really make any type of noise. With the Raiders, they can't bottom out any further than they have already. So
first overall pick. That's the most exciting thing as a coach.
Yeah, and then at least with the Bills and the Browns, you kind of have an understanding about who's going to be throwing the football coming into week 1. So
Browns is the worst job. The organization is bugging. Have you heard about their
people pulling out their names? So
have you heard about their hiring process?
Yeah, filling out the reports and
they're doing the personality test.
Yeah,
you have to write an essay. You have to do homework before the interview. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what? Who gave y'all the audacity? Who gave the Browns the audacity to give coaches homework? The coaches should be giving you homework on how to run an organization. Worst job, because if I'm a coach, Mike McDaniels, I'm out of there. Udinski guy, he just pulled out. He's like, I'm going for the Bills. Nobody has time for that, for an organization to ruin your name and be in your last time coaching.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to say, man, because honestly, at least you have a Pro Bowler in Shador. You got another Pro Bowler quarterback in Deshaun Watson. So you got to give them some. And then that defense, Brian. Oh, that defense, man.
Hey, listen, once again, don't hate the players, hate the organization, bro, because they tripping. But yeah, that's it for football, man. We was on a football run. Football been too good to us.
Really good.
I'll be real sad when it's gone. But you know, we gotta talk hoops. We gotta talk some basketball, baby. We gotta talk some basketball. And we're gonna kick it off with some Atlanta talk, some Hawks talk. You know, Trae Young has been traded. Trae Young has went to the Hawks for, I would say, a terrible deal. They got back CJ McCollum. And as the Hawks have been playing, you realize it wasn't a trade problem. It wasn't a trade problem, Chris. It was not a trade problem. Listen, the Hawks, I don't know what their direction is. You're investing in Jalen Johnson, but in what way? You think you're going to be able to pick up a major offseason player, like a major free agent in the offseason? I don't see it, bro. Nothing about Atlanta entices anyone. So, yes, you just got rid of your best facilitator and someone who impacted the offense significantly. For CJ McCollum, who's coming out here shooting 1 for 10 and playing no defense as well. So I don't see the direction. Maybe they know something I don't know. But hey, the Hawks haven't been doing anything. You know, once again, don't hate the player, hate the organization, man.
So Brian, I feel like two things can be true at the same time. There was a Trae problem, but the problem is that Trae played for the organization that is known as the Atlanta Hawks. And the Atlanta Hawks, they don't know. We talked about it.
They don't know what to do.
They don't know what to do.
Like you said, they should trade, but I don't like who's trading.
Exactly. You can trade Trae. You just can't trade Trae for the compensation that you got. Like, it made absolutely no sense.
Draft picks, Chris.
You got no draft picks. You sent him to, honestly,
wasn't he the number 3 overall pick?
Number
five.
Five.
And he got traded. Number 5 overall pick, Chris. He's
made a couple of All-Stars. He's led the league in assists multiple times. You just can't trust the Hawks to do the right thing. So I think they had a trade problem. I'll be the first one to say it. But the problem is, if you have a trade problem, he's still an All-Star. At the end of the day, you should still be able to get some compensation for an All-Star of that level, at least a pick. The problem that they have now is, like you said, they don't know what they're doing. But the mold is there for them. You build around Jalen Johnson by surrounding him with defenders and shooters. They don't have enough shooters. Like, they don't. And they certainly don't have enough defenders. So a rebuild is kind of necessarily, like, you got to get rid of everything. Everybody's not named Jalen Johnson because you're not doing anything. You're going to be in that 10th position for the next 5-6 years where you've been the last 4 years. You're not doing anything. So Hawks really got to reevaluate how they allocate assets, bro. Allocate assets, because
Hawks just got rid of their best player. That's all.
They did, but luckily for them, they got more.
Jalen Johnson is Paolo Banchero.
No. He's better. Don't do that. He's
better
this
year. Paolo's been garbage this year.
Paolo's been garbage the last 3 years, if we're being real. He's been garbage the last 3 years.
Jalen Johnson is balling this year. He's putting up numbers, but he's not impacting the game as much as I would say. So
I'm just saying this. Luckily for them, the only saving grace, Brian, is they have New Orleans pick. And that might turn into AJ Diabasta or a Boozer twin. So, yeah.
Well, the floor is yours, my guy.
Listen, we're talking hoops. I have a problem. NBA, y'all have a problem. No one can All-Star weekend. shoot our 76. Get up, man. In the now I'm learn not put that off. After that, you see the world roster. I'm saying to those 10, 11. We gonna give Lauri Markkinen this us? Front winner? Get get people about the players here. And if I'm saying the organization that's the big representation. All-Star Weekend used to mean something. It means nothing. That's my soapbox moment. I'm done, bro. I'm done with this.
I want to agree with you. I want to agree with you.
Talking, man.
Can you hear me? Listen, Chris, I want to agree with your statement. The only issue is that the All-Star game counts too much towards the Hall of Fame.
You can still be All-Star
when you go to
the game. Let's get rid of the game.
Okay. Just get rid of the game. So are we keeping the rookie game? Because I like the rookie game.
I don't want none of it. Don't want none of it.
Rookie game either?
Don't want the
we weekend. Don't want 3-point contest?
Don't want none of it, bro.
You don't want skills challenge?
Nope.
I kind of like the skills challenge.
Nope.
The only issue with All-Star Weekend game is the dunk contest and the All-Star game. Wemby said he was going to try and resolve it by playing hard. So maybe hopefully he can change the culture.
He won't.
But I agree. The game is pointless. I don't even care for the game. But there is a nostalgia to it that's still there. Of us just being children and watching the Kobe's, the T-Macs, the Vince Carters, Allen Iversons give us those moments. I haven't felt that way, or those moments I haven't felt in a while. But I'm still hopeful. So I don't want to get rid of it just yet, but it's trending in that direction. Same thing with the NFL. I know that wasn't your soapbox moment, but just do away with that. Because as you hear, Shedeur Sanders is playing in there. But listen, I don't know, man. Just I'm gonna give Wemby a chance.
He's not gonna fix anything, Brian. He's just not. The only reason he's not gonna play hard is because he's injury prone. Why should he play hard? I'm not expecting him to.
Dang. Okay. Well, listen, we're gonna end it on that soapbox moment. Listen, y'all, feel free to like and subscribe. Also, we're available on all of your podcasts, so feel free to listen to us on there as well. And listen, if you ever want to step up to the soapbox, feel free to hit our inbox up and let us know. But yo, great show. We out.